We talk a lot on Dateable about being present in dating, but let's be real. That's hard when your phone is basically a third wheel. Enter Brick. Brick is a simple device that helps you put your phone down when you actually want to be in the moment. You just pair your phone to Brick and it locks you out of distracting apps, and suddenly you're not doom scrolling while your date is telling a story about their childhood dog. Whether you're on a first date, having a real conversation, or just trying to stop checking your phone every 30 seconds, Brick creates boundaries with your tech without asking you to delete everything or go full digital detox. Dating is about connection, not notifications. So if you want to be more present and honestly more attractive, check out Brick. Go to getbrick.app/dateable to get 10% off. That's getbrick.app/dateable to get 10% off. Getting dressed should not be this hard, but somehow it is. And that's why I love Armoire, because Armoire makes getting dressed easy with a clothing rental membership that helps you build the perfect wardrobe with high quality, unique brands picked just for you. You just take a quick 5-minute style quiz, choose from your personalized closet, and your pieces show up at your door in as little as 2 days. I've been using Armoire a lot when I travel, and I'm heading to the East Coast soon. And instead of buying coats and sweaters I'll never wear in LA, I rented the cutest ones through Armoire. And the hot tip is I get them delivered to the hotel, so I don't have to carry them in my luggage. It's also my favorite way to test new styles without committing or cluttering my closet. I love that I always have something new to wear without the decision fatigue and without feeling guilty about wearing something once. Right now, Dateable listeners can give Armoire a try and get up to 60% off their first month. That's up to $150 off. Just visit armoire.style/dateable. That's ARMOIRE.style/DATEABLE to get up to 60% off your first month and never worry about what to wear again. Try Armoire today.
Here are the 5 questions to ask early on to see if they have the capacity for a relationship, probably within the first month of dating. As a reminder, this isn't meant to be a daterview where you pepper them with questions like you're on a job interview, but you can naturally weave these in over a few times when you see them. So here are the 5 questions. What does a typical week look like for you? This question reveals how busy they are and if they make space for relationships. You'll learn so much about how they spend their time and who they spend it with. Number 2, who do you turn to when you need support? This question and their answer shows if they already lean on others or keep things locked inside. In a relationship, it is so much easier and more beneficial when both parties are sharing openly. There's less room for ambiguity and questioning. So if someone is already used to this or at least open to it, if they tend to not have that person right now, which is possible and not completely a red flag. It's just something for you to know, and obviously a green flag if they are very comfortable going to a therapist or a trusted friend or another support system. Number 3, how do you usually balance work, personal time, and relationships? This gives insight into their priorities and their emotional bandwidth. If they are a complete workaholic, again, it doesn't mean that you can't have a relationship with them, but it might indicate where their priority is at this moment and require more of that teamwork to figure out scheduling. They also could be burying themselves in work, for instance, because they don't have a relationship. So again, this is meant to be as something that will open up the dialogue. Number 4, what do you value most in a relationship? You'll see if they want connection, partnership, or casual fun. What they say will show the level of depth and commitment that they've maybe had in the past or that they're open for currently. And then the last one, when you picture your life right now, do you feel like you have room for someone else in it? This is a gentle but direct way to check their availability. Just even having the ability to have the space and being open that they want the space is step 1 in having a relationship. Don't be afraid to get the answers you need. We once got a review from a listener saying how their entire dating life shifted when they stopped asking questions like, do you like travel? Do you like hiking? And got a little more real about, someone's capacity and emotional availability and just ability overall to be in a long-term committed partnership. The reality is the beginning stages are a time for you to make an informed choice of whether to invest more or not into the connection. And this is the best time. A lot of times people ask us, is it too soon to ask these types of questions? First of all, none of these questions are that much of an interrogation, but we believe the earlier the better, especially if to ask about like if they're looking for a relationship, because you're less removed from the outcome at that time because you've only just met them. It's less about, am I a good fit for you? And more about just generally, what are you looking for right now? And this also allows you to ask these questions before more feelings and infatuation starts to take over. It's so much harder to separate from someone once you have that chemical imbalance of, really wanting it to work out with them. So right now you're neutral, you're just more objective. And it's not to say that you'll learn everything about someone by asking a couple questions. People do need to reveal themselves over time. There's always a risk though, when it comes to love that, 3 months in, 4 months in, you might learn something that shows that this person does not have the capacity for a relationship and not capable. But by asking more upfront, you can at least learn anything that could be a deal breaker as much as you can, or something that you want to investigate further. So leave us a comment on YouTube, Spotify, or an Apple Podcast review, wherever you can share, to let us know if these questions were helpful to you. And make sure to stay subscribed so you don't miss more insights that will help you navigate modern dating. Oh, and make sure to check out our Dateable AI coach. There you can get personalized advice trained on our years of podcast episodes, courses, and frameworks. You can visit studio.com/dateable to learn more today. Hope this was helpful. Bye.